So today we'll continue the trigonometry and topic that we have studied in the last class of 10. So today we'll continue that topic. So today we'll study about the trigonometry identities. Trigonometric identities. Now what are trigonometry identities? First trigonometry identity that we know is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the first trigonometry identity that we know, that if you take any angle, let's say theta, so its sine square theta plus cos square theta will be equal to 1. And how it's possible? We will see on the basis of this right angle triangle. Like suppose if we have taken this right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B, and let's say this angle is theta, angle C. So how we can prove with this that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 is, now as we have taken this angle C as theta, so definitely side opposite to theta is perpendicular, side adjacent to this theta is base, and definitely this AC is hypotenuse. So now we have to prove that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So definitely we will start with LHS. So LHS part is sine square theta plus cos square theta. Now as we know that if we see the trigonometry ratio of sine theta is actually equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So that means if we keep it here, perpendicular upon hypotenuse whole square plus cos theta is base upon hypotenuse whole square. So that will be equal to perpendicular square upon hypotenuse square plus base square upon hypotenuse square. So that will be equal to, our denominator is h square because denominator is same, and then now our numerator will become p square plus b square. And as we know that this is a right angle triangle, so in the right angle triangle p square plus b square will be equal to h square, that is ab square plus bc square is equal to ac square. That is the Pythagoras theorem we can use in the right angle triangle. So it means here also p square plus b square means it will be equal to h square divided by h square, because our denominator was already h square. So that will be equal to 1, and this will be equal to our RHS. So in this way we can say that sine square theta plus cos square theta will be equal to 1. So this is our first identity. Now our second identity is 1 plus tan square theta will be equal to sec square theta. Now again we need to prove this, and for proving this we'll use the right angle triangle, same as ABC, right angled at B, and this angle C will be taken as theta. So definitely this is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. Now LHS. So our LHS is actually equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So that will be equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So tan theta, if we say, so tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base whole square. So that will be equal to 1 plus p square upon b square. Now this will be equal to, now if we take LCM here, LCM will be b square, and if we simplify it, we will get as b square plus p square. And we know that as it is a right angle triangle, so p square plus b square is equal to h square. So that will be equal to h square upon b square. So that will be equal to h upon b. And now we know that if we see the trigonometry ratio, h by b is equal to sec theta, that is inverse of cos theta, because we know that cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse, and inverse of cos theta is sec theta. So that it means h upon b is sec theta whole square. So that will be equal to sec square theta, and this is equal to our RHS. So in this way we can say that 1 plus tan square theta will be equal to sec square theta. And now our last and third identity is 1 plus cot square theta will be equal to cosec square theta. Now again we need to prove this, and how we can prove this is, this is our perpendicular, this is our base, and this is our hypotenuse. Now LHS, if we take, LHS will be equal to 1 plus cot square theta. So that this will be equal to 1 plus cot theta. Now cot theta is, we know that it is actually the reciprocal of tan theta. So it means cot theta will be equal to base upon perpendicular whole square. So this will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square upon perpendicular square. So as we know that it's a right angle triangle, so perpendicular square plus base square is equal to h square. So it means it will be equal to h square upon p square. Now h by p. So h by p, as we know, if we see in a trigonometry ratio that p by h is actually equal to sine theta. So reciprocal of sine theta is cosec theta, because it is actually h by p. So h by p is actually the reciprocal of sine theta. That will be equal to cosec theta whole square. So it will become cosec square theta. That will be equal to our RHS. So in this way we can say that 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So this is the proof of all the three identities, and these three identities is very useful in trigonometry for solving many of the questions. So it means we need to remember all these three identities. So it means our first identity was that we have studied is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Our second identity was 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and our third identity was 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So this is our three identity that we need to remember for solving the questions of trigonometry. Now we move on to the next topic. We'll see the question based on this. Now we move on to the next topic, which is also very important. First we'll see that topic, then accordingly we'll see the question based on both these topics. So next topic is actually trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So trigonometry ratios of complementary angles. It means, as we know that complementary angles are, if the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then definitely those two angles are said to be as the complementary angles. It means if we see the right angle triangle, one angle is equal to 90 degree, and the sum of other two angles, that is angle, if we see in this right angle triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree, and definitely the sum of A and C is equal to 90 degree, because in triangle sum of all the three angles is equal to 180. So if one angle is 90, definitely sum of other two is 90. It means that if angle C is theta, then angle A will be taken as 90 minus theta. It means angle A and angle C are complementary angles. And now here we will see the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, and according to the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, sin theta will be equal to cos 90 minus theta, and cos theta will be equal to sin 90 minus theta. And how it's possible, we'll see. So first we'll see sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta, how it's possible. So first we'll see this thing. So as we know that in first we need to prove that sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. So if we take this LHS part, so sin theta will be equal to, this is our theta, so definitely sin theta will be equal to AB upon AC, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And if we see our RHS part is cos 90 minus theta. So it means this angle. So cos 90 minus theta, if we take cos 90 minus theta, this angle, then definitely BC is considered to be as the perpendicular for 90 minus theta, and AB is considered to be as the base. So it means cos 90 minus theta will be equal to AB upon AC. And now if you compare these two, LHS and RHS, both are equal to AB by AC. So as both are equal to AB by AC, it means sin theta will be equal to cos 90 minus theta. So this is our first trigonometry ratio of complementary angle. And in this way, our second trigonometry ratio was, proof of second will be, we need to see, that is according to second it will be given that cos theta will be equal to sin 90 minus theta. And how we can prove this is, again if we take this LHS part, so LHS part is cos theta, so cos theta will be equal to BC upon AC, that is base upon hypotenuse. And if we take our RHS part will be equal to sin 90 minus theta. Sin 90 minus theta is sin, that is this angle, so opposite to this angle is BC. So sin 90 minus theta is BC upon AC. Now again if you see, both LHS and RHS will be equal to BC upon AC. Therefore, cos theta will be equal to sin 90 minus theta. So that's why we say that sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta and cos theta is equal to sin 90 minus theta. So in this way we can use this trigonometry ratios of complementary angles. Now there are also other trigonometry ratios, like if we say of complementary angle, there are other trigonometry ratios of complementary angles. Like if we see the third trigonometry ratio of complementary angle, then tan theta will be equal to cot 90 minus theta, and in this same way cot theta will be equal to sin 90 minus theta. So now we need to prove this. How it's possible? Again we'll take the right angle triangle A, B, C. This angle is B, this angle is theta, so this angle is 90 minus theta. So proof of this is tan theta will be equal to AB upon BC, and cot, so this is our LHS part, that is tan theta will be equal to, this theta will be equal to AB by BC, that is perpendicular upon base. In the same way cot 90 minus theta, so if we take cot 90 minus theta, then cot 90 minus theta will be equal to cot, we know that cot is actually the reciprocal of tan theta, so cot 90 minus theta will be equal to base upon perpendicular, and base is AB and perpendicular is BC. So it means tan theta will be equal to cot 90 minus theta. In the same way, if we can see the proof of cot theta will be equal to tan 90 minus theta. Here also we written wrong, that it's not sin theta is actually tan theta. It's actually tan 90 minus theta. So cot theta will be equal to tan 90 minus theta, and again now we need to prove this. So again we'll take LHS part. So LHS part is our cot theta. So cot theta will be equal to, if you see this is theta, so cot theta will be equal to base upon perpendicular, that is BC upon AB, and accordingly our RHS part, RHS is tan 90 minus theta. So tan 90 minus theta is, if you take tan 90 minus theta, so that will be equal to again BC by AB. So it means cot theta will be equal to tan 90 minus theta. So in this way we can say that tan theta will be equal to cot 90 minus theta, and cot theta will be equal to tan 90 minus theta. And now there are two more trigonometry ratios for complementary angles, and they are sec theta will be equal to cosec 90 minus theta, and cosec theta will be equal to sec 90 minus theta. Now again we need to prove this, and we can prove this by using the right angle triangle again. So as this angle is theta, we have taken take, so definitely this A is 90 minus theta. So first we'll prove this, that sec theta will be equal to cosec 90 minus theta. So sec theta will be equal to, if you see sec theta is actually the reciprocal of cos theta. So if you know cos theta is actually base upon hypotenuse. So it means sec theta will be hypotenuse upon base. So that will be equal to, hypotenuse is AC and base is BC if we take angle theta. And if we take cosec 90 minus theta, that is angle A, 90 minus theta is angle A. So cosec theta is actually the reciprocal of sin theta. So reciprocal of sin theta means sin theta is, as we know, that sin theta is actually equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. It means cosec 90 minus theta will be equal to hypotenuse upon perpendicular. And if we taking this 90 minus theta, then definitely hypotenuse is same, that is AC, but our perpendicular is different. Perpendicular is our BC. So if you see here that our LHS part and RHS part are equal, that is AC by BC, it means sec theta will be equal to cosec 90 minus theta. And in the same way, if we need to prove the second part, that is cosec theta will be equal to sec 90 minus theta. So it means our LHS part will be equal to cosec theta, and that will be equal to cosec theta. If you see, it's the reciprocal of sin theta. So sin theta is actually perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So cosec theta is hypotenuse upon perpendicular, and hypotenuse in this case is again AC, but perpendicular is now AB. And if you see your RHS part is sec 90 minus theta. So sec 90 minus theta means if you are taking angle A, that is 90 minus theta, sec 90 minus theta is reciprocal of cos 90 minus theta. So that will be equal to hypotenuse upon base. And now hypotenuse again AC, but our base here is AB. So if you see that LHS and RHS part are again equal, it means cosec theta will be equal to sec 90 minus. So these are all trigonometry ratios of complementary angles, and we need to remember all these trigonometry ratios. That is, sin theta is equal to, first that we have studied is sin theta will be equal to cos 90 minus theta, cos theta will be equal to sin 90 minus theta, cot theta will be equal to tan 90 minus theta, tan theta will be equal to cot 90 minus theta, sec theta will be equal to cosec 90 minus theta, and in the same way cosec theta will be equal to sec 90 minus theta. So it means we need to remember all these trigonometry ratios of complementary angles, all 6 trigonometry ratios of complementary angles, and accordingly we need to use this in the questions to solve many of the questions.